here because I told you guys that I would give you 8 to 10 tips on how to book an audition. If you guys followed me on Periscope, followed me on Twitter, followed me on Instagram, followed me on all social media sites. So, as I am a man of my word, I'm going to start with one. Now, again, these are things that I've learned to help me book the audition. But one thing that my agent said, Paula Poeta from The Mind, which is she's one of the best agents I've had thus far. She said, don't worry about booking the role. Worry about booking the room. So for all you guys that may not understand what that means, a role is a role, and it will happen one time unless you book a reoccurring or you book a series regular. But if you book the room, that means you will always be working. You understand that? Booking the room means booking the agents, means booking the casting directors. That's booking the room. So anytime that you walk into an audition or interview, you want to book the room, because roles come and they go. But having a casting person who's going to consistently call you in, you will always be consistently working. So that's the first foot rule. Don't worry about booking the room. Don't worry about booking the role. Book the room. You understand that? That's one. Book the room. So, first, you have to do the work. You have to understand that if you want to do anything, you have to do the work. It's not going to get done for you. What is doing the work? Doing the work means taking the time out to knowing your lines, taking the time out to knowing your character, taking the time out to building, a strong audition. And that means that you have to do the work. Whether it's taking the time out to memorize, taking the time out to go and find the proper outfit for your character, whatever it means, doing the research, whether if you're playing a specific role or person, or, doing the research, like maybe watching a film or watching a YouTube video, or, anything that's going to help you do the research to best put you in a place to win. You have to do the work. If you do the work, don't worry about everything else, because it will fall into place if it's supposed to be. Secondly, preparation is the key. You have to prepare. Anything in life, you have to be prepared for it. So if you're going to have an interview, you're going to prepare properly for the interview. If you're going to cook a meal, you're going to prepare properly for that meal that you're going to cook. Preparation is the key. If you don't prepare, then you're doing yourself a disservice, and you will not book that role or anything else that you want to do in life. Step 3, go get help. Go to an acting coach. If it means that much to you, then you will go and figure out the best way to prepare for this role that you want to book. If you can't afford an acting coach, there are a lot of tutorials online, from people who are out there trying to, help actors. So don't say that there's not a venue, especially nowadays in the era of social media that we're in, that you cannot find a way to prepare as far as, getting help from a coach or a friend or another actor. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes spinning off of somebody else or using that back and forth with somebody else would be the best way to help you build your character and help you book the audition. So go get help. It means a lot, trust me. Know your character. That's the biggest thing. Know the character that you're playing and portraying. If you don't know that character, then nobody else will. If you're not comfortable and believable, then nobody else will be comfortable or believe you. It's like if you're watching a movie. The minute that film becomes unrealistic and not believable, then you're done. So the minute your character or your audition, whoever you're auditioning for, becomes unbelievable, then you're done. So know your character. Know the material. Don't worry about the lines or memorization. You understand that? I use a female who is like my big sister or my auntie, Chantel Jean Pierre, acting coach. So if you guys do not know who this is, you need to look her up. I'm not going to give you everything. You have to also do the work. Chantel Jean Pierre, okay? She's on Facebook. You can Google her. She's one of the best acting teachers I've had. She said to me on a recent audition that I had for Fox, don't worry about memorization. Know the material. If you know the material, then it's believable. Memorization can come. You can always be in that room with that paper. You understand what I'm trying to say? So don't necessarily worry about trying to get off a book. Know your lines. Know what you're saying. Make sure there's validity in what you're talking about, so that when people are seeing this character, they're believing you. And it goes back. You see what I'm trying to say? How each step helps the other step to help you book in the audition. Don't worry about memorization. Know the material. Know who you're auditioning for. That's a big thing. Know who's going to be in that room. Do the research to understand who that casting person is, what they've casted, who that writer is, what they've written, who that director is and what he's directed. You know, this way that you have an ability to know and speak intelligently in that room. You know, a lot of times I've gone into a room and said, hey, I just saw that project that you did. That was really great. That shows them a lot. It shows them that you took the time out to find out who they were. And it goes a long way. They respect that. Trust me. So know who you're auditioning for. Know who's in that room. That'll give you a edge on what to do, how to do it, you know, what they're looking for, what doesn't work. So know who's in the room. Have fun and enjoy it. Because once that audition is over, it's over. You know, a lot of times I found myself stressing so much about the audition that I didn't have fun, and in the end I didn't book. Enjoy it. You know, you're here now. You know, it's like that first time that you get that audition and you're so excited just to be auditioning. You need to take yourself back to that childlike state where you first got that first audition, or you first got that booking, or whatever it may be. But you have to have fun and you have to enjoy it. Don't let it become so much that you stress yourself out of the audition. You can worry yourself out of an audition if you don't know that, because you're so, oh, I need this, I gotta have it. If I don't do everything right, you're not gonna do everything right. They're not looking for you to do everything right. They want to see what you're going to bring, because they're going to help you to get it right. All right? So don't worry about it. Have fun and enjoy it. That's what we're doing, right? We're supposed to be doing this because we love it and we enjoy it. It shouldn't be work. It should be enjoyment. So look the part. I believe that a lot of times casting people don't know what they're looking for until you walk into that room and show. Okay, guys, where was I? My battery died. So see, that's what I mean. I'm prepared because I have other batteries to use. You see what I'm trying to say? Goes back to preparation is the key. So I was talking about looking the part. Most casting directors don't know what they're looking for. So again, if you're going in for a pimp in the 80s, then you need to look and see what a pimp in the 80s looks like, and you need to best try to emulate that as much as possible. You know, a lot of times you can overdress the part as well. You just want to give them an idea of you knowing what the character is and what the character portrays, so that you can better fit what that character is looking like. You understand that? That's my cat. Excuse me, Sebastian. He's a bad cat sometimes. So know what your character is. Know what your character is going to dress like. If you're playing a cop and you don't have the ability to go through a thrift store or go to buy an outfit, because I understand that we are all struggling working actors or trying to work, and sometimes money could be an issue, then go and get some blue pants and a blue shirt. You know, improvise. You know, we are actors, so improvisation is the key. You know, you may not be able to look exactly like it, but look as close to the part as you possibly can. It will give them an idea of seeing the character that you're trying to portray. You understand? I want you to go in there and control the room. A lot of times we give these casting people, we give these directors and writers and producers the power, but we have the power. They're watching us, so we have the control. So take back the control of the room, and once you do that, you will have total, you will have total control of you. Your audition will be better. You will be more confident. You will go in there and say, excuse me, fuck it. I don't need this. Y'all need me. And yeah, you may need this. And they may not need you. But if you go in there with that confidence, they will see it. And it will definitely, register as wow. It's that wow factor. When you come into that room, you control that room, and you let them know that you don't need them, that they need you. It's the truth. They want to cast this part as much as, you want to get casted in the part. So control the room, you control your audition. And at the end, when it's done, let it go. Because it's truly out of your hands. Let it go, because it's truly out of your hands. You understand that? Let it go, because it's out of your hands. A lot of times you may not know why you didn't get the part. It may not have anything to do with you. It may have something to do with the fact that they have already casted the part, but they're just doing initial auditions to see people or to see, who they like or who they want to call back in for other roles or, whatever the situation may be. Let it go. It's out of your hands. You will drive yourself nuts and crazy trying to figure out why you didn't get it. If you take the steps that I'm saying, then you'll have no worries with letting it go because you did all that you possibly could to do that, to get the audition. Excuse me. The light in my apartment keeps going off and on because I put the wrong battery in there. So I'm gonna finish that off by saying, let it go. Once it's done, let it go. You'll never know why you didn't get the part, but if it's for you, trust and believe it's for you. And I have some bonus tips for you guys. Stay connected. Stay connected with people who are doing what you're doing, other actors, writers, directors, you know what I'm saying? Stay connected with these people that are in your circle, and connect others. That's how we do this. Each one teach one, and it takes a village to raise a child. A lot of times we don't stay connected with each other, and a lot of times we do not connect others with the things that we know, with auditions, with material, with whatever it may be in order to help us win. You have to do these things. Stay connected and connect others. If we build a community of people who are doing these things, then we'll work. And if they're not going to give it to us, then we have to write it. You understand that? We have to use our God-given talents to make our own work. So if we stay connected and connect others, we will have a circuit of people who are connected. And that connection will lead to endless possibilities. So these are my steps towards booking the audition. But at the end of the day, what's for you is for you. And the more that you realize that, the more it will become easy. Don't make this acting thing your life. It's not. It's your job. Everything else is your life. So enjoy your job and live your life. This is your boy Jazzo. Follow me at the Jazz Anderson, TheJasAnderson, on Periscope, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and IMDb. Alright? I hope these tips help. I'm here to help so I can get you guys to stay connected, and hopefully you'll take this and connect others. Enjoy the rest of your week, your days. God is first, always. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.